Hello everybody, welcome to the Tokyo Dome. This is where the Tokyo series will be held next week. This is the final weekend before it. You can see, well, what typically is the Giants, the Tokyo Giants home, now home to the Dodgers and the Cubs. This is such an exciting moment for the city of Tokyo. Now, Major League Baseball puts on these international exhibition games over the last couple of years, I believe. Last year they were in a bunch of countries. This year they're in Tokyo, and it looks like a lot of energy has been put into this. The hype is real. It is such, like, you can't escape the city without seeing the Cubs and the Dodgers all over the place. We're gonna take a look around, and I wanna take you inside of the store in this live stream so you get a chance to feel the ambiance of the Tokyo series. How cool is that? It is such a beautiful, warm day today. How you doing, everybody? Here it is, right here. I got a Cubs shirt on. I want to say thank you to the Cubs for sending me this jersey. It actually has, I don't know if you can see it. I'll do it at the end of the live stream, but it has my name on the back of it with the number 2025 for number 25 for the year 2025, which is kind of cool. I didn't expect that, but I guess today you got to pick a side. If you got to pick a side, I'm with the Cubs for the series. That's not going to make a lot of my Los Angeles viewers very happy, but hey, I'm kind of suffering. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm suffering a little bit from Ohtani overhype, so to speak. Because look at this. I came in. I'm just gonna start this up. I came in on the subway, and right away I saw a vending machine. Let me see if I can pull this up here. It's crazy. The vending machine was all Ohtani. It's like a little bit too much for my taste. Although I love it, I kind of feel a little bit Ohtani exhaustion, just a little bit. He's all over the city of Tokyo. You cannot escape him. This is a Itoen green tea vending machine, and I'm kind of like, yeah, let's go for the Cubs this time. Let's see another shade of blue. There I am. Gotta do what you gotta do. But thank you for the Cubs organization. I really appreciate it. There's an anime with this. There's just such a strong connection because I think 4 or 5 of the players are Japanese, so they're all coming home. They're teaching their teammates all about Japan, which is kind of cool to see. I do this through the channel here. Just on Instagram, they posted the teams coming in through the. You can see on the right side here, the teams coming in into the country. There's Ohtani is here now. He says, "I'm back." It's like the Terminator there. So the team's coming in, definitely jet lagged. It's not as bad from Los Angeles as it is from New York, but it's from New York it's 14-hour flight, which is against the jet stream, right? So it's quite a ride. I'm hoping that they got some sleep on the way, but yeah, it's not his first rodeo on the long haul flight, so. There you go. This is going to be a pretty amazing game, and they've got some exhibitions with some Japanese teams as well. Inside the stadium, you can see they've set out the one side with the Dodger blue and the other side with the home of the Chicago Cubs with a little Wrigley Field love right there. Like, I've always been sort of a Cubs fan. Actually, I'm a New York Yankees fan. I grew up not that far away from the Bronx, so I would, take trips up there, see many games in the old Yankee Stadium. But I grew up as a lover, somebody who really loved Ryne Sandberg, who was my favorite player for quite a while. He just was a vacuum with catching balls at second base. So he's a Cubby, very famous one. So that might be my connection there. Very cool. But the crossover stuff has been amazing. Let me get you into the store in a second here. Just the stuff Major League Baseball is putting up is hilarious. There's Shohei Ohtani asking players, so how is your chopstick skills? So it's kind of worth checking this out to see how they fail. Because at the end of it, after they say their score, like out of 10, they give them chopsticks and say, okay, prove it. So it's kind of funny. All right, let me take you inside the store right now. This is about 5 minutes of clips. I'll narrate it as we go, talk about it as we go along. It's inside of the Prism Hall. It opened up at 6 in the morning. So actually, if you go right now, there's very few people in, considering yesterday, Irvin Irvan was there and he said that it was just crazy. You had to wait in a line to get in. I didn't have to wait, but I could see what the line would look like. It's like going to Disneyland. But here's the entrance to the mega store for the Tokyo Series 2025 goods and merchandise. The merch is all right here. Just pan through here. Of course, it's in yen, so that's sort of a good thing, right? It's a little bit cheaper, but even for me, it seemed kind of expensive. Everything is. Think about what you would probably pay for it, and then add maybe 25%. But I think make sure that it's on the shelves then, so to speak. Trust me, they are not going to run out of hats and goods and jerseys. There are so many Ohtani jerseys, number 17, Dodger blue, that these things are not going to. They're going to be there probably after this. Maybe they're not going to be half price, that's for sure. What they did inside the store was really amazing. They kind of made like a locker room feel to it. So you're walking around there, it looks like you're in the Cubs and the Dodgers locker room, which was so cool. Walking around here, and you can see I actually could walk around because in the afternoon this is going to get crazy busy in there. The staff already told me. You can see me in the reflection. Look at this one. This has cherry blossoms on it. That's Ohtani's jersey there. Like, I wanted to get one of these, but on the backside it said Ohtani, and I decided not to. This guy's doing right. He doesn't need my support. Let's be honest here. But they're not going to run out. Bradshaw Studios, thank you. Been a member for a long time. And Arthur Vandaley's in the house. Thank you, Arthur. Yeah, it's cool just to walk around and take a look at the stuff. They had everything. These buttons. They had stickers. They had lanyards, which are things to hold your keys around your neck. These tote bags look super cool. I like the Japanese logo that they put on there. The round, looks like a Hanko stamp, which is a Inkan, a chop, I guess you'd call it in English. Some of the towels look really cool. The print, it's a lot of ink to make these, but yeah, I could see getting one of those towels maybe. The jackets and the other stuff, they were so cool. You don't really find this stuff in Japan because it's all, we've got a very good Japanese baseball league here with Japanese teams. Some of the logos might look familiar, but it's really neat to see Major League Baseball stuff here in Tokyo. I took some wide shots to get an idea of what the store looks like here. It is really amazing merch. This all, I don't know if it comes from Japan or from well, I'm sure it's not made in either country, but the anime side of this is so cool to see, especially fans of anime. Look at the socks there. I didn't go that far into getting that, but it was really cool inside there. Not too busy right now, and I thought about getting some stuff, and then I remembered all the stuff that I bought in the past and said, you know what, this stuff just kind of sits in your drawer, and oh, these are the coolest things, and I think Saturio got one. These are happy. These are Japanese. So the Cubs and the Dodgers have a Japanese happy, which is like a garment that you wear over your shirt here, almost like a jacket. And it says Tokyo Series in the back of that one. So there's a Dodgers Cubs one. That's the thumbnail. I took that for the thumbnail, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get that. There's the happy up there. It's really cool, if you're in Tokyo. Oh, wait, that one came out a little sideways. It's really cool if you're in Tokyo. It's kind of neat to go in here and see the kind of merchandise, the stuff that they've made for this series, and walk around, especially in the morning. I can't believe they opened up at 6 in the morning. Nothing opens up that early except for convenience stores. So definitely the staff here is they're earning their keep, let's just say. It looks like America writes in bilingual writer. I could, sort of. It's big in there. Bradshaw Studio, let's go Cubs. That gachapon. And I don't know, there's a Dodgers guy, he put in 500 yen and he got a Cubs hat out of the gachapon, and he's saying, anybody want to buy it? I'm like, no, but I'll take it. He goes, no. I got one of these chocolate crunch. You get these at Tokyo Disneyland too, but the marketing, the package, these baseballs, I think they were 3,800 yen. What is it, like 25 bucks a baseball? Yeah, 3,850 yen with the tax included. think that might be pretty cool as a keepsake. It's small, you can keep it around there, but they did have official Major League Baseball balls, which they don't sell in Japan. I think you can get it on Amazon. Those hats go for some serious money. The hats and here's the checkout. You can see the lines that are gonna be this afternoon. I got there early. But the hats were about 4,000 yen, or about $30 for a hat. So it wasn't that bad. These are Japanese, these are like clappers, I guess you call them. You hit these and make noise in the stadium instead of clapping your hands, so you hear these plastic things going clong, clong, clong. That's how they celebrate in the Japanese baseball games inside the stadiums here, the arenas. Yeah, a lot of people shopping in there. There's the outside of it. So there's a Prism Hall. It's going to get really busy this afternoon. I like the way they do it in a Japanese way. There's a thing that says end of line, so you know where to go. See the guy holding his hand out there? End of line. You have to look for this, and that's where you find where to line up. And do it in an orderly fashion, please. Do it in an orderly fashion. So here's the exhibition games, 15, 16, 17. That is today. But it's not the Tigers, it's not the Cubs and the Tigers, it's the Cubs and the Dodgers. It's the Cubs are playing a Japanese team today, the Hanshin Tigers, in a few hours. I think it's right here at Tokyo Dome too, which is why people are starting to line up. And then tomorrow the Dodgers play the Tigers, and the Tigers won the Japan series last year, or was it this past year, 2 years ago? I think it was last year. And then the regular series, March 18th, is the Cubs and the Dodgers. And I thought they played for 3, but I think 3 games, 15, 16, and 17, 15, 16, and 18. But I thought they played against 3 games, more than 1 game against each other. That's on the 18th, Japan Standard Time, 7 p.m., which is, what is that, like 6 a.m.? American time? Good luck with that in the East Coast. Good luck with that. They had Topps baseball cards, a set of the Tokyo Series cards. That was going for 8,500 yen, or about $55. So, yeah, I'm not going to get that. I'm not into baseball cards, but my friend Dan might be. Like, I wish I could show you you can see they put my name on it. I'll see if I can get that at the end. Maybe someone will hold the camera for me. Let's go take a walk around here. And if you want, go onto YouTube. The anime Demon Slayer tie-up is so cool to see. I think that's worth it because you really start to feel the Japan connection when you start to see this, with anime. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's on their YouTube page. I can put it on the side here as I walk around. The anime version of the players is pretty amazing. I don't see any mascots walking around, but I see a lot of people taking their merch and getting a picture with the Tokyo Dome up there at the top, which is so cool. Hey Sid, 2 roots, 1 tree. John Karate Lesson Legends. Thank you, Sid. Wax on, wax off. One thing to note, there's some restaurants along here, including Shake Shack and Taco Bell, but also the Japan Baseball Hall of Fame. And baseball's been here in Japan since the early 20th century. Hey, there's a Cub fan. Cub fans unite. I shouldn't say that. Nobody from Los Angeles is going to be giving super chats. This is going to be funny. All right, go Cubs and Dodgers. I'm just looking for a good game. So there's a line to get a photo. There's a line to get a photo. The line's over there. That's quite a long line. That's quite a long line. Let's walk around a bit. I'm surprised the signal is still holding out. The baseball caps are 4,500 yen, and then for the kids ones, they were 3,800 yen. Oh, so if you have tickets, you can get in now. It's the Cubs versus the Hanshin Tigers today. I think you might be able to see it on TV. That's so cool. Oh, here's the Wrigley Field one. Here's the Wrigley Field stairs. They put so much work into this stuff to set this up. There you go, Cubs fans. Chicago Cubs in the Tokyo Dome. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's go. This is Tokyo Dome. Someone wrote in, is this Yokohama? It's Tokyo. It's Tokyo Dome. There's a Tokyo Dome hotel and the parachute ride. A lot of amusement parks. I'd come to Tokyo Dome with Leo maybe 3-4 times a year. They have kids rides. But I found that most of the rides you have to be at least 105 centimeters. So Leo is right on the border there. There's the Shake Shack. And you can see up there, Seiya Suzuki, Freddie Freeman, Densby Swanson. You can see the Dodgers and the Dodgers and the Cubs banners up there. It's an exhibition game, so they're not really fighting it out for the pennant with this one, but we'll take you around. I'm smelling some nice smelling burgers going on over there. If you didn't want to get any Major League Baseball stuff, I'm looking at the Giants, the Tokyo Giants merch store, and there's not really much of a line in here. But I gotta be honest with you, if I came to Japan, I'd probably get this one. That's a pretty cool jersey. The Tokyo Giants have this Tokyo jersey. That's pretty cool. Probably would get something like that. There's the logo for the Yomiuri Giants right there. That's pretty cool. Most of the teams are sponsored by a company. Yomiuri is there. The Nagoya Dragons is the newspaper, I believe. Taco Bell is not a sponsor of any of the teams, although the menu is very Japanified. But I think that they've dumbed it down a little bit simplified it for the series, so you can't get. They used to have okonomiyaki tacos or something, but they've made the menu simpler for the series, just to accommodate the volume of people that are going to be coming here. See, the security check to get into the stadium is pretty stiff. They have machines and bag checks, and they're not casual checks of the bags. They're digging in there. So if you're at gate number 21, you can enter here for gate 21. He's announcing. Oh, they're making announcements in English as well. There's the Hall of Fame right there. There's the Hall of Fame. So if you get a chance, this is a neat, especially on weekdays when there's no events going on here, it's usually nobody in there, or very few people in there, but the history of Japanese baseball is inside there. That's pretty neat, the Hall of Fame. There's no Cooperstown in Japan. Although I think more Japanese players are going to be making it into Cooperstown over the years, so Shout out Ichiro Suzuki. That is Thunder Dolphin, one of the fastest, it used to be one of the fastest roller coasters in the world. It isn't anymore. It's kind of, I think it's about $8 or $9 to ride it now, 1,000 yen, wasn't it? They might have raised the price, but it does go through the building. You can see there's a hole in there. It probably doesn't start up until about 10 or 11 a.m., but the Ferris wheel is moving, so you might see some action going on here. But it's Saturday. It's going to get really, really busy. You see some Cubs fans over there. They still allow outside food and drinks. I don't know. I don't see any signs saying that they don't. Right? So I'm guessing they do, like onigiri or something like that. That's so cool. It's so cool. As I've been living here for so long, to see Major League Baseball in Japan is so cool to see. I don't know. When I came here, there was almost nothing. You went to the McDonald's, if you got homesick, there was nothing except for maybe McDonald's and a Hard Rock Cafe in the big cities. And you can get a Coca-Cola from the vending machine, or you go to Sony Plaza and they had some things from abroad, but it was really, I mean, when you're in Japan, you were isolated back 20 some years ago when I came here. Nowadays, the connection between America and Japan, it's just so strong. It's hard to feel homesick in Japan. This is definitely not the same country as it was 27 years ago. Oh my God, this is crazy. All right, now here's where we get some crossover. Check this out. They have baseball bentos. The players have kind of, they've listed their favorite foods here from the Tokyo Giants. We can go take a quick, closer look at it. The prices, of course, you could see are quite different, because this one is a Wagyu bento for 3,900 yen. You have a stamina bento, his soul food. Looks like chicken. Oh, look at that, from Miyazaki. That looks really good. Zukushi bento. Oh, is that chicken nanban? Yeah. And then there's a kid's bento. There's the mascot going, yeah, you can get this for, what is that? Bento. That's it. They wrote it in hiragana. I never see it in hiragana. Shabito bento. This chicken nanban looks really good. I probably would get that one. But I don't think you can go wrong with any of this stuff. The Lucky Zone, let's go. I know, I wish I got tickets. I wish I got tickets. I'm going to Nagasaki next week, so I got quite a busy week going on, so I'm doing a lot of work at home, but yeah, kind of feeling like I wish I had gotten tickets for this. This is the Hall of Fame here. You can see inside they have some jerseys. I think a lot of the stuff is self-explanatory. I don't know how much of it is marked in English. I have never been inside, believe it or not. I kind of wanted to go, I just never have been inside the Hall of Fame here. Maybe it's time to do that. Tickets were super difficult to get. Yeah, I bet. It's not gonna be easy. Even the scalped versions are like gone. You won't see scalpers on the streets here. There's so much security, it doesn't exist. Oh, you see Hanshin Tiger fans here. Hanshin Tiger fans. Who's gonna win? Is it gonna be the Cubs win or the Tigers win? The game today is the Cubs versus the Hanshin Tigers. They're from Osaka. It's funny that they're not playing the Giants, as this is the home of the Giants. There's shots from inside the. That's so cool. The Demon Slayer crossover with Major League Baseball. That's so cool. Yeah, you're still in Japan. Cherry blossoms are getting closer. There's some kind of I guess, is this here's a Fortnite one? I know Ohtani was teasing something with Fortnite, like he's in the game or something? I didn't think that was a thing anymore, but yeah, I'll be rooting for the Cubs this time around. But it's hard not to love Shohei Ohtani, let's be honest here. I'll be rooting for him. Maybe not for the Dodgers, but I'll be rooting for him, and I'll be rooting for the Cubs. What's going on over here? Oh, this is some sort of, I think that you can get a bottle of green tea or something. That's the Ito green tea booth. Of course, he's got a green tea colored happy on over there. Sam, no plans to live stream later today. I'll be editing videos. I'm trying to get a couple more up this month for the main channel. Heather is loving it. Thanks, Heather. I'm glad that you're here. You can see a lot of people have been to the merch store. You can see who's been there. Oh, check it out over there. There's a big Tokyo Series baseball. Let's go check that out. Japan Airlines has a booth. There's some Cubs fans over there. Check it out. There's some Cubs fans. Yeah, how you doing? I gotta wave. How do you do it in Chicago? I guess you just say, hey. Midwestern people are very friendly, even in Chicago. It's like the capital of the Midwest. Or would that be Indianapolis, maybe? I don't know. There you go. The official mega baseball of the Tokyo Series right there. And you have the Dodgers. I like the logo, right? You see it on the top and the bottom. It's the stamp for this. I'm trying not to get in. So many people are taking pictures. The ball is the real star here. That is pretty cool. Lucky Zone. I don't follow baseball, but I click any video with Ohtani thumbnails. Well, I think I didn't have much of a choice. Almost all of the jerseys inside of the merch store, the good store, was Shohei Ohtani. That little kid waved to me. He saw that I was live streaming. I guess he's... How you doing? Black and yellow, that's the color of the Hanshin Tigers. So you're going to see a bunch of Hanshin Tiger fans. Oh, there's one over there. They have this seventh inning stretch thing with balloons. Have you ever seen this? Go into Google and Google Hanshin Tigers balloons, and they have this thing where they everybody in the stadium, and it's amazing. It's like 25,000 people or 30,000 people. They blow up a balloon and then they all release it, and then it looks like oh, hello. It looks really crazy because all these balloons are flying all over the place like mass chaos. It's not like confetti because confetti drops. Balloons go up into the air. It's really cool to see. I don't know if it's probably on YouTube somewhere, but I think it's like their seventh inning stretch. I remember when I was asked to do that. I think I was the only foreigner in the stadium at the time, some 20 some years ago, and I was amazed. I said, this is more fun than a Major League Baseball game. It was less a choice and more of a thank you. I mean, I got this message via Instagram from the Cubs organization, and I'm just so thankful for the support. and that they're watching my Instagram. So thanks, Cubs. I'm going to take a picture and post it up there and tag you guys later. But Leo's now a Cubs fan. He saw the jersey and he's like, that's mine. I'm like, okay. There you go. Leo's going to be a big Cubs fan, I think. So there's some live images from Tokyo Dome. Inside is where the action's going to be as the Cubs take on the Hanshin Tigers today. You can see the crowds outside. It's nice just to walk around and be here. The vibe is very, very, I don't know, just exciting and infectious. Everybody wants to go in there. There's a mix. This is a battle. I thought it was going to be just mostly Cubs fans. No. There are a lot of Hanshin Tigers fans here. This is going to be a battle. I don't know. Can the Cubs pull this off? I'm seeing as we're getting closer to game time, a lot more Hanshin Tigers fans are showing up. And this is the heart of the enemy right here, because the Tokyo and Osaka, you know. Tigers fans making the trip on the Shinkansen up for this game. It's pretty impressive, but don't get me wrong, a lot of Tigers fans live in Tokyo. Tokyo is this big international city with jobs. Osakaites have to live here too, so people come out of the woodwork. I don't know if people wear their Tigers jerseys all the time, but I'll tell you one thing, Major League Baseball is converting a lot of Japanese fans. They're converting a lot of Japanese fans. And there's a lot of crossovers where, you know, fans of the Japan League, Japan's baseball league. There's also the Pacific Leagues. There's two leagues here. There's crossover where they're becoming Dodgers fans. There's a lot of Seattle Mariners fans. Oh my God, you remember when Ichiro Suzuki went over to the Major League Baseball and he joined the Seattle Mariners? Everybody had Mariner stuff here. Everybody had Seattle hats. There was just so much pride, not just in the team, but in Ichiro going over there and then dominating. Became the season league in his rookie year. Was it like 250 some hits in one season, and then won the MVP in his first year? Oh my gosh, there's just so much pride from the Japanese fans. It didn't matter. But he had the entire nation. Seattle did so much business selling the merch. I don't think they paid Ichiro enough. Up there's one of my favorite restaurants. They had like this arts jazz cafe up there, up on the top floor. So if you are staying in the Tokyo Dome, there's some really nice restaurants in there. But Shohei Ohtani is been overwhelmingly the star of the Tokyo series here, and I'm kind of as I showed you a little bit earlier, I'm kind of exhausted by all the Ohtani stuff. I'm kind of like, I'm somebody who roots for the underdog quite a bit, but as I showed you earlier, there is this, like, all of the vending machines, not all of them, but a great deal of them are now wrapped in Ohtani 17. So it's a little bit overwhelming for me as today a Cubs fan, going around surrounded by Dodger blue everywhere. But I don't know. I'm kind of suffering from Ohtani fatigue. However, amazing player, and I am rooting for him, and I'm rooting for the Cubs. You can do both. You can do both. B. James Meyer, thank you for all the great family-friendly content. You're very welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Nihon Neo, yeah, I had to do this stream earlier for sure. And taiyaki for me. I actually would love to get some taiyaki. Let's go take a look around and see if we can find some. I used to have that color gray, yellow, and black t-shirt. I was gifted that. That's the Hanshin Tigers colors there. She's got a jersey. Oh, those Dodger and Cubs jerseys were going for, I think it was 22,000 yen, which is about $150 or something. That's quite a lot. So again, thank you to the Cubs organization. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of restaurants and cafes at the Tokyo Dome. That's just the food here, right there. That was just the food. All right, it's really starting to pick up. It was kind of chilly this morning, but yesterday we had almost spring-like weather. It was really warm. Today I think it should be, I don't know, around 14 degrees Celsius. What is that, like mid 60s maybe? Lower 60s? A lot of officers here to make sure that the security is good around Tokyo Dome, big event and all that. And the gate numbers, it makes it really easy to find. You can just find your gate with the numbers on the. It's such a wide Tokyo Dome, such a wide open area. Even with massive amounts of people, they can find their way pretty quickly because there's a lot more open space. You don't get this in a lot of places around Tokyo, in the center, the heart of the city. No. The merch store's down here. And if you missed it earlier, you can go take a look at it. The first 5 minutes of the video, I had a video on all the merch inside the store. It was pretty cool. The what's it called? Prism? The Prism Hall down here. This is where all the merch is right now, and you got to go down there. The signal is not so good. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I didn't expect that. Look at the line. There was no line when I went there earlier. Look at the line. Irvan, you're right. That is a big line. That's just to get in there, not to pay. So get here early. Tomorrow's Sunday, and it's open on Monday too. So just those Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then the store is closed, and then you have to get it on Amazon. There's Ohtani selling green tea right there in that commercial. Tokyo Dome's infamous. I think it was even the Bad News Bears came to the Tokyo Dome back in the 1980s when they did the Japan, what was it called? The Japan, Bad News Bears Go to Japan or something. It was, I think it had like an 8% positive rating or something. It was not their best movie. But the Bad News Bears, they come to Japan and they did film inside the Tokyo Dome, I believe. Been around. Didn't Tom Selleck film inside the Tokyo Dome? He was here in a movie in the 1980s. A washed-out Major League Baseball player who goes to Japan and has problems with the culture. I don't know if it was a good movie or not. I remember seeing it I think it's on Amazon Prime. But the Tom Selleck baseball movie from the 1980s is from Japan is pretty epic. I was laughing. There's a lot of things like the showers not too big. I think that the movie Lost in Translation might have taken a couple of things from that movie to Sofia Coppola. Who knows? It's pretty cool. The big screen TV. All right. So there you go. There's the vibe. I hope it was interesting for you. David, thank you very much from Indonesia. Appreciate it. So there you go. There's the vibe for the Tokyo Series 2025. Do I have tickets? No, I don't have tickets. I'm a Cubs fan today, this week. I'm going to be cheering for them. I'm going to be watching the game on TV. Yeah, there you go. I got a box of the chocolate crunch for the family to eat. Major League Baseball chocolate crunch, which is really cool. So that's going to be something we can enjoy together while we watch the game. Get some pizza maybe. I don't know. It's baseball. I think we maybe get some hot dogs. I don't know. Neo99, I'm a first timer to your channel. Welcome. You're amazing, and thanks for all that you do. Hopefully heading to Japan next year, definitely. Wow, it's going to be a lot of people coming here in this summer, but you're going to have a lot of fun. Japan is so much different than it was about 15, 20 years ago. It's a lot easier to get around, so much stuff in English. People speak a lot more English than they did back then. But I kind of liked it when they didn't. It seemed more like an adventure. You had to figure stuff out. But, you know, if you're coming here for the first time, it's probably better that way. People can speak your language. It certainly makes it a much more attractive destination for more people. But when I was here, it was hard to find foreign faces. The community of expats, the people living and working here was quite small, so comparatively. Tickets in Japan are going for thousands of US dollars via StarHub. Wow. Well, there was a limit on the amount of goods that you can buy as well, so you couldn't buy them all and try to sell them on the internet to Americans. But having a t-shirt that says Tokyo Series with Los Angeles and Chicago, kind of cool. It's something that, you know, if I was living in Chicago or Los Angeles, I might want to buy. And they picked two of the biggest markets as well, so that's pretty smart thinking there. Yeah, I hope the Mariners come and play too. I'm sure they should be adding Japan every single year to their international swings because it's just such a big connection. Korea's got a baseball culture, Taiwan as well, and China too. I think they can't forget Asia when you think of baseball because more and more players from Asian countries are coming there to play in the major leagues, and the Japanese, the Tokyoites here, and I think Osakans, they have a lot of pride in those players that are playing for both those teams, the Dodgers and the Cubs today, and there's a lot of support here for Major League Baseball. The crossover is pretty cool, and I think Americans might start to fall in love with Japanese baseball. I'm telling you right now, one of the most amazing things that I did when I first came to Japan was go to a Japanese baseball game. And I went in there, and actually, where was my first game? I think it was a Swallows game. Out in the stadium, the food was better. They had music, they had cheering for each player. There was like this unity with Japanese baseball that you don't have in Major League Baseball. It's just kind of people go there with their friends and they talk. They kind of watch the game a little bit, but it's more about being out at the ballpark. It's like fun when you go to a Japanese game. So if you're visiting Japan from April until, when is it, like September, try to hit a Japanese baseball game. There's stadiums all over the country and they don't always sell out, so it's not that hard to get tickets, I think. But the food is really interesting. It's one of those things like, that's really only in Japan. And they have beer inside there, and they're served by beer girls that are like idols, and they have backpacks, and there are fans, Japanese fans, who love the beer girls, so they come back and they only sit in that section so they can have their beer girl serve them beer because they're fans. And at the end of it, they bring presents at the end of the season, I've heard. There's a culture with Japanese baseball that's really, really fascinating. So the beer girls get a lot of presents from the otaku fans. They're almost like idols themselves, but they have backpacks of keg backpacks, and go around serving beer inside the stadium. And that in itself is worth going to a Japanese baseball game, just to get. And they have craft beer and stuff now, so it's gotten really good. We're talking like, I remember they used to, back in the olden days, in the 80s, it would be flat beer from a tap, and they try to put like a plastic wrap over the cup with a rubber band. And it was just like cold beer here. Remember that? And I don't know if they still serve beer in baseball stadiums, but in Japan they have cold kegs served right from the keg, so there's lots of bubbles in there, and you're getting a pretty good beer. And because the yen's so weak, it is so affordable to go in and eat at the stadium. So there you go. All right, thanks for joining me on this kind of fun walk around here at Tokyo Dome. I'll be watching the game. I'll be cheering for the Cubbies this time. But if Ohtani hits a home run, I'll probably be cheering for the Dodgers as well. To be honest with you, it's hard not to be rooting for the reigning MVP. Isn't that right? Love to see him pitch again. All right, guys, take care. And thanks again for the shout-outs. I saw you guys doing that. Yesterday was Leo's birthday, so we took him out for some mac and cheese. Trust me, he was smiling, just not in this picture. he ate all the fries. I might have had some of that mac and cheese. Look at Kanai with the rack of ribs. So thanks for the good wishes and well wishes for Leo and our family. I appreciate it. All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you in another episode real soon. Bye from Tokyo Dome. Mata ne.